Cheers. This video is unhinged. Menelaus' wife Helen cheats on him and runs away with a pretty boy named Paris, I think. Runs away to Troy. Now, Menelaus is I believe he's a king of his own nation, essentially. But Helen, she runs away. And understandably, Menelaus is not too pleased. So he's like, Agamemnon, my brother, you gonna go to war with me or what? We gotta beat the asses off these Trojans. And obviously Agamemnon's down. He wants glory. Okay? So then they fight the Trojan War for 10 years. Where Iphigenia plays into this is she gets brought along with the men because allegedly this is clarified by Euripides in his play. I don't know. There's no official Greek canon. Okay, so there's not like in the Bible where you can source back to a canonical text. It's just Homer and other poets. So essentially you can add to the stories. So what Euripides does is he writes a play called Iphigenia at Tellus. But Iphigenia gets brought along with the men to allegedly marry Achilles, swift-footed Achilles. All right, best fucking warrior that the Hellenes got. All right, Hellene means Greek. So Achilles obviously a badass. So she is promised to marry Achilles, which is the best hope that you could have as a woman in these days. This is probably around 1300 BC when Homer was writing. So before Homer, you know, this is all myth. Okay, but so anyways, Iphigenia is brought along with the promise of marriage to Achilles, the most badass warrior. So she's pumped about that. Now, that doesn't end up working out because they get stuck at a certain point. The winds, they suck. Poseidon, not having it. Poseidon was not having it. Actually, damn, who was it? Starts with an A. It's a goddess. Starts with an A. Artemis. So, apparently there's some debt owed to Artemis. I don't really know how this ties in. I need to read more. But Artemis needs a sacrifice. Okay? Now, a sacrifice of what is held most dear to Agamemnon, since he's the king, he's the captain. He's leading 1,000 ships to Troy of his own men, plus more, plus other nations. Okay, I forget how many, like total, like a grand picture, like big numbers, but Agamemnon himself is leading like 1,000 ships full of these suckers. All right, and But they got bad wind, which means that they can't get to Troy, which means they can't win glory, which means Menelaus can't get revenge. Agamemnon, let's be real, Agamemnon does not care. I mean, he's probably a little pissed about Helen. He's like, this is an outrage. She dishonored his brother, which means she dishonored his lineage. Bad move. But the likelihood of them actually fighting over marital disputes was very... It had nothing to do with, like, Menelaus was heartbroken. It's an honor thing. Okay? Menelaus could have any woman he wants. He's a king. Alright, so women didn't have rights back then. So anyway, they have a little dilemma. Dilemma means two horns in Greek. You have the right horn or the left horn. Which one do you want to get hit by? Bad winds, which means you never win glory. You never beat the asses off the Trojans who have never been defeated. You can be the only ones to defeat the Trojans. Everybody will remember you. Or, the big problem. Sacrifice. Iphigenia. Firstborn daughter. Guess what he chooses? Sacrifice Iphigenia. Human sacrifice of his own daughter. Agamemnon, crazy guy. So he sacrifices his own daughter. He does a human sacrifice. Crazy move, right? But he got the good wins. Sacrificed his own daughter, which will eventually lead to his own death by his own wife. When he gets home from the war in Troy, they beat the asses off the Trojans, they raze the city to the ground, and rape all the women, kill all the men, kill children. Alright, don't get me started on Hector's son. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Damn. Hector's son. What was his name? Anyway. So, they kill all the Trojans. They take back slave women. Right, essentially prostitutes. And if you've read the Iliad, you know a little bit about this. But Agamemnon, he takes home this priestess of Apollo named, fuck. Her name's not fuck. What is her name? You know? What is her name? God damn it. What's her name? Shit. I hate it when I forget names. I do it a lot. Oh. Cassandra takes home this, for him it's a prostitute, but she used to be a priestess of Apollo, which means that, I think that means that they're like a virgin, like almost like a, well, I'm retarded. She's a priestess of Apollo though. Okay, this is a big deal. You're a woman, you're a priestess of Apollo. It means your life is dedicated to Apollo and you're an oracle. It's a big deal. So, Where was I going with that? Damn. So, takes her home. She's effectively, look, she's a whore at this point. Brings her home after the war to Clytemnestra, his wife, in the hopes that she won't mind. It's like, oh yeah, we won. We're back after, 20 years. I think the war lasted 10. It took them a long time to get there. Maybe it was less. It was probably less. 20 years. It probably took Odysseus 20 years to get back home. But, let's just say 13, 15 years. They've been gone a long time. Okay, don't quote me on that. But they get home. Agamemnon has been gone forever. He killed their firstborn child, Iphigenia, to get favorable winds to sail to Troy. And he brings home a prostitute. His wife's not happy. She's not having it. Little does he know, she's been in an extramarital affair with this fucking guy. I forget his name because I can't remember names right now. There's a big beer. I can't remember much. So she's been teaming up with this guy who's his dad got fucked over by Agamemnon's dad, which were, I forget, they might have been brothers. Can't think. But he cut up Agamemnon's dad, tricked this other guy's dad, cut up his sons, and fed him to him. That's the type of pranks that were going on back then. So anyways, he's pissed. Not happy about that. So he starts fucking Agamemnon's wife while he's gone for 15 years and plots to overthrow the throne. To sack the throne. Sack the throne. And when he gets home, Clytemnestra throws this big, party. Not like a party, but a big, welcome home ceremony type of thing. She rolls out a red carpet. Agamemnon rolls up. He's got Cassandra in the back of the chariot. They pull up. Agamemnon's like, what's all this? Clytemnestra's like, oh, you're like Zeus. You're like a god. Agamemnon's like, let me stop you there. I'm not like a god. But yeah, I kind of am. And he says, why are you rolling out these red tapestries? Only a god is fit to walk on tapestries. Greeks didn't have rugs back then. They thought that was actually like a Persian. It's a foreign concept. Greeks thought only gods were fit to walk on tapestries. So Clytemnestra's like, oh, but you're so fucking cool and you did all this shit. And he's like, man, now that you say it, I guess I am that cool. So he steps down on the tapestries. He walks into the temple or walks into his house or whatever. And he hasn't showered in 15 years. So he has to take a shower or a bath, because they didn't have showers. Takes a bath. And while that's going on, Clytemnestra, she got the damn dagger on her. So she comes up behind him, stabs him. He's like, oh. And people outside, they can hear it. They can hear he's getting murked in there. So they hear the first stab. It's like, oh. And they're like, what the hell's that? Cassandra is on the outside. And she's basically prophesying, because she has the power to do that, because she's in commune with Apollo, you see. So, she foretells that Agamemnon's going to die, and this is going to be the end of the house of Atreus. It's a big deal. And the people outside are like, what the fuck, what are you talking about? No. What? No. They say, what? No. And she's like, yeah, huh? And she's saying a bunch of shit. And they're like, what the fuck is this lady talking about? I mean, I appreciate you're a priest of Apollo. You clearly know what's going on. But you're off the perk on this one. She's like, no, I'm not. And then they hear another stab. Whoosh. At this point, they hear screaming inside the house. And she's like, she's killing him. And they're like, nah, they'd never do that. She would never do that. A woman killing a guy? Her own husband? No. Doesn't matter. So here's the deal. Cassandra was unfortunately cursed by Apollo or somebody. She was cursed that nobody would believe her. What do you think about that? So she foretold the future. Nobody believed her. Don't you hate it when you call something and you're like, guys, this ain't gonna go well? Nobody wants to listen. And it's like, fuck, I guess I told you so. But she foretells her own death because she knows she's going to die too. What, is Clytemnestra just going to let this whore come in? No. She kills her too. Anyways,